Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to build day 3 of the Redstone Development Foundation's Prelude of the Chambered version 2. I'm just going to get reconfigured here. I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently as far as the screen looks than normal, because I'm going to be expanding the screen out to show you some of the graphics that I'll be adding to the system today. I know that in the last episode I talked about how I was going to cut this out and put on all the images so that you guys wouldn't have to sit through that. But I got a lot of responses from a lot of people saying that they wanted to see that. They wanted to see all of these images and stuff getting put into it. So hello everybody on the RDF server. Love you guys. You're all awesome. So I'm going to be going through and programming in the images, and everybody's going to watch. Now, last time I had the army of the RDF at my disposal, and they did a fantastic job helping me out with the busing, putting all of this in, adding some nice flair to the display to make it look really nice. Also making this pretty kick-ass user interface. Looks like it's all been completed, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And we put some nice stuff here to make it look good. I know there's probably gonna be even more additional cosmetic stuff as we go through and finish this up. Hang on a second, let me pop up. I don't have my, what is it? How strange. Normally, there it is. Okay. I was gonna say, normally I have my little chat window open, but it wasn't up yet, so. Alright. So, hello Firefox, hello Lime Studios, hello TJ Watto. I seem to be gaining more and more viewers every time I do this. This is great. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on this. First thing that I'm gonna be doing is cutting out the this current system here, or this current block. I'm gonna copy this though, so that I hang on to it, because I don't really want to have to rebuild it from scratch, so I'll just paste it over here. Oh, right, whoops. I actually have to copy it. I can't just select it. How inconvenient. It's terrible. Alright, hold on a second. Let's see. About there. That should be good. Gotta be particularly precise here. Fly over and paste. Yeah, that looks good. Looks very good. That's the way it should be. Alright, now the way that we're going to be doing this is there's two sides to each image, so that I can like condense all of this down into one thing. Thank you, Mike. There's going to be the one side, so the energy's, like right now, we just have as if the power is flowing from the right direction, flowing this way. This new, with two directions, so it's going to be a split somewhere in the middle. Probably this middle chunk is going to be gone. This is going to be flowing this way, and this is going to be flowing this way. So there's going to be two separate inputs, so that I can display two images in one row independently, depending on whether that wall is displayed or not. Now I'm going to give you, hang on a second, let me pull this up. This is the new sprite table for the display. Basically, these over here are going to be each individual component. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows back from, or 8 rows of slides, and in each row is the components to make up the individual walls. So for example, these here are the walls that would be on either side of you. These would be the walls in front of you. These would be the walls in front of that. And these would be the walls, if there is an actual wall, in front of these walls. So the new display system, I kind of changed the way I was doing the graphics. In the old Prelude of the Chambered, the way that the perspective worked, it was more like the character was standing at the back edge of a position rather than in the center. And by moving the player to the center of the image by manipulating the depth of these pixels and the drawing technique that I was using, I was able to extend the render distance, quote unquote, or fog distance, out by another block. So you can actually see further now than you could in the old Prelude of the Chambered, and it looks even better. Like, let me see here. I'm pulling up just a test thing that I did. Let me zoom in here. You know, I'm not too fond of the new paint, especially since the new paint doesn't allow you to paste opaque or overlap so that it'll paste over things. It makes it a real pain in the butt to do graphics and stuff. But anyway, this right here, let me select that guy right there, is an example of a hallway where you're standing and there's a hallway that goes off to your right. One block ahead of you there's a hallway that goes off to the left, and then a block ahead of you further is another hallway that goes off to the right. So as you can see a lot further than you did in the past. I could use Photoshop, but honestly, I don't really know the ins and outs of Photoshop. I've never really played with it, but I know the ins and outs of Paint, and I actually have the old Paint on here on my computer. I downloaded it, so that the old like Windows 95 XP Paint that actually you can paste overlap stuff. If I was doing more complex graphics, like with colors and blending and all that kind of stuff, for sure I would be using a different program, like, you know, GIMP, like Mike's saying, or Graphic Scale. I've never heard of Graphic Scale, but I will look into that. Again, I don't think it'd be necessarily something I would need for this. Paint works just as well because I'm only using black and white and single pixel images and blah blah blah. But Graphic Scale, I'll look into it, because why not? I mean, maybe it's better. I don't know. So yeah, that's going to be the new image, or an example of one of the new scenes, and it's going to look a lot better than the old Prelude of the Chamber does, and I'm excited to get that started. So let's close that out. So these, like I said, are going to be the individual components. The ones on the left are the walls themselves. And then the ones on the right, other than right down here, which are going to be the bars, are just the individual corner lines that I was talking about in the last episode. I'm going to have the corners drawn independently from the actual walls themselves, so that I can have smooth transitions between wall chunks. That way it won't look like a grid, it'll look like one continuous wall, and it'll look a lot better that way. The cool thing about these is that because they're just one line, they don't have any other, they're just an edge. They're not even, they don't have to block out any pixels like these guys do. These guys can use just a standard ROM system that's only 2 blocks deep, instead of the ROM inhibitor combo, which is 4 blocks deep, that these guys have to use. So that's a nice space conservation aspect. Okay. So let's get back to the actual Minecraft itself. And we're going to take and wipe this out, because we got all this stuff here. We don't need it. We're done with it. It was good for testing. We're done testing. It all works great. all you guys kick butt for helping me out on it and all that good stuff. Oh, hold on a second. There we go. And make sure that I selected the right number of blocks. Looks like I did, which is good. Set there. Poof. That's interesting. I wonder why there's a block in the middle. Did I not select everything? How did that even work? How did that even happen? Oh well, I don't know. I can fix it. Whatever. Set there. Pitched and pushed the blocks. Right. Same exact problem we were having with the white cotton or the white wool the last time. Duh. That makes sense. Thanks, Firefox. Appreciate that. World Edit GUI link. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, that's the GUI link that allows you to actually see the selections that you're doing now, right? I remember hearing about that. I don't know if it was you or somebody else was talking about that the other, like either the last episode or the episode before. And I don't know if I wasn't sure if it was. Oh, hi, Redstone Warrior. Hi, Red. I don't know if it's been updated to the new version or not. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll look into it because that would be pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, we've got this. Let's just actually all of this is going to get gutted anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not even going to bother with. What I am going to bother with is making the standard ROM system that is going to be used for the edges of the blocks. It's a standard ROM layout. Okay, and yeah, it's just a basic standard button ROM layout. Piece of cake, and we will expand one in that direction, and we will. Oops, actually, hold on. That's not gonna cover this. So let's redo this. Let's put a block on top, which will freak everything out. Panic at the Disco. Okay, now let's expand by one. 15 viewers. Hello, everyone. That's awesome. Okay. And we are going to stack one just to make sure that looks good. Beautimous. All right. Stack 20. And that will get us all lined up with a little extra 10. Hi, Redstone. Yeah, let me see. You're saying that you made a new 2x2 cell for that. It's 6 deep. Awesome. Very awesome. Okay. Now that we have that. Now, I really don't. I kind of made a mistake here. Let's just pop this on here. Set air. Poof. Because I don't want to stack all those on torches. That would be terrible since I'm only going to be doing like 5 torches per thing or whatever. So, I'm actually going to be cutting out a lot of this. Well, yeah, I'll do that later. One thing I'm going to do, just FYI, is any of the area that does not... Okay. I don't know if you noticed, but on the... on this thing here, there are areas such as most of this entire top row here of redstone and stuff that are never used. They're never going to be used. Hi, Pitbuoy. Yeah, I am definitely going to be doing live streaming tonight. Okay, So a lot of these don't even need feed lines. So I'm going to be cutting out the feed lines. I'm going to be trimming it, and later, but that's going to be after everything is put together. I'm going to be trimming it down and trimming out a lot of the extra stuff, mainly for people who don't have super awesome computers. Because the more blocks and the more contraptions and the more stuff there is, the more it's going to lag when you try and actually use the thing. So by cutting out anything that's not used, hopefully will help cut down on the lag and make it more compatible for people who are running it on, 3-4-year-old laptops and stuff, which I've had to do. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to put that in there. Put this, pop this 20 up, I think is what we're going to do. Yeah, we'll pop it 20 up. PC sucks. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. Alright, I hope you do get a desktop on Christmas. Actually, my computer that I'm currently running right now, I got for my birthday. So I was super stoked because the computer I had previously was not even like a tenth as good as this computer. I feel like I'm running a beast. Okay, so what was I doing? I get so distractible sometimes. Sorry about that, people. I think I actually did this. So let's just stack that up. Stack. One up. Boom. Yeah, that works perfect. Okay. Stack 20 up. We have a very lovely stack, which lines up perfectly with everything, because of course it does. Oh, why am I building it here? It should be over here. Shoot. Oh well. That is a problem. This looks like a job for copy and paste. Okay. Ha. Gotcha. Okay. Copy. My PC is in HP. I've upgraded the hell out of it though, but it started off as an HP. Cool. Pasty paste. Oh, look at that. It matches up perfectly because of course it does. Because of course it does. Actually, technically this should be one smaller because it should be 2, not 3. But oh well, whatever. No big deal. I'll just reselect it when I do the copy pasting. Okay, so according to my carefully thought out plans, which are subject to change, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of depth, and that's gonna look good. It's gonna be good. Hi Froststorm. I honestly don't know. Hang on a second. Let me look. Check my system properties. See what I got. I can't remember. Okay, so I got 8 gigabytes, a quad-core 2.6 processor, all this good stuff. I am running. I know it's an NVIDIA something something. Oh, excuse me. ATI. My bad. My old one was an NVIDIA. So it's an ATI Radeon HD 5700. That is what I'm running. Okay. P time. Day. It's daytime for me. Okay. Well, don't worry about it, Frost. P times 0T. Can you just do P times 0? P times 0 is probably easier. So Can I stream my voice alone on something like TeamSpeak, as my computer can't handle Minecraft and the stream? Well, I suppose I could. I don't see there's any reason why I couldn't. I could just set up my own spot in the channel. Like if I join the TeamSpeak channel right now, there's probably going to be a mass of people all chatting and blah blah blah, and that would be also broadcast on the live stream, so it'd block everything, which would suck. But yeah, exactly. I could just mute everyone else. Be a jerk and be like, "Yo, muted. I don't want to listen to all your talk. I want to hear all your stuff. I don't care about you. I only care about the sound of my own voice." Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I could do that for some of the people on the server who want to listen in but don't really want to be running the live stream at the same time. If I can remember where the hell I put Teams. Oh, right, I put it on my desktop. Okay, I'm gonna shrink it down. I'm gonna get a glimpse of my messy desktop. No judgments. Okay. That is my favorite picture of Doctor Who. The 10th Doctor, by the way. Where is it? TeamSpeak. You know, I probably really should organize this a little better so that, you know, I can find stuff. But, yeah. Oh, good thinking. Well, hang on a second. Connect.
Connected.
Okay, so I should be on the live stream now. Or I mean on TeamSpeak. I think I have my TeamSpeak set up for push to talk, so give me just a second. I'm doing all this stuff off screen. Ooh, off screen. Y'all can just laugh and look at the doctor. Cause he's just like doo.
User entered your channel.
The Doctor Who. I should make a meme caption of that. That'd be great. I think I will do that at some point. Not right now, but I will definitely do that at some point. Okay. Alright, I'm going to set it on continuous transmission, which is going to be probably annoying for everybody on the TeamSpeak channel, because they won't be able to talk over me. But I'm going to go to my own sub-channel of TeamSpeak so that if anybody wants to just listen to me and not have me talk over everyone else, I can just do that. So, okay, so now I'm on there. I'm going to hop over to my own channel. Let's see. What channel should I pop into? I guess I'll just pop into one of the chat rooms. Hold on.
Channel switched.
Alright, so I'm in chat room for everybody that wants to listen in on me instead of me talking over everybody else. Anyway, back to the whole subject of the live stream, which is Minecraft, because it's Minecraft. Okay. Readiness. Hold on. Readiness? About what? I wasn't even, like, paying any attention. Oh well, no worries. Alright. Where was I? Ah, right. We are doing the ROM. Okay. So I've got 8 layers of standard ROM that will go back. I've got a really cool system for propagating the signal upward. It's kind of like an interwoven staircase of signal that goes up, and I'll be porting that over because that was really hard to build and I don't really exactly remember how I did it.
User joined your channel.
So
User joined your channel.
I'll have to take a look again.
User joined your channel.
I spent like an hour trying to figure out how to weave it together so that I could have a staircase, a 2-wide staircase side by side and not have it interfere with each other. And it worked. I used it actually in the first Prelude that chambered, but I don't remember how to build it. It was a pain in the butt. Yep, I saw Red. I saw that when you posted that. 6 deep, smaller. It's awesome. Good job. You are fantastic at improving designs and coming up with very unique innovations. So well done. Okay, I think I have all this. Let's try stacking it back by 1 just to see. Stack 1. Should have everything. That looks good. Yep. Nope. Oh well, I can fix that in a minute. No worries. I'm not even going to worry about that. Okay, so we're going to stack it by 7. Stack 7. We got this. Goes up. Looks beautimous. And let's just take this and here. Wait, oh, wait, what? Let go. Okay. And stack this way. Stack 7 this way, like this. That's terrible. We're gonna undo that. We're going to expand by 1 and then stack. Then stack 7. Beautimous. Okay. If anybody on the Redstone server, real quick, could send a message to Pitboy5000 what the IP address is for the TeamSpeak server. I'm not broadcasting that over the live stream just because it's supposed to be kind of a private server, so that we can all chat. I don't know. Maybe we'll make like a public channel or something on there at some point. I don't know. But for now, it's supposed to be private. So I don't want. No offense to you guys, any of my viewers. You guys are awesome. You're right. The TeamSpeak is on the forums, isn't it? So anybody that actually goes onto the forum could still see what the TeamSpeak is and log in. Okay. Well. Anyway, so that kind of defeats the purpose. But. Yeah. Okay, so Alright, so we've got our 7 things here. We're going to open up our display. Alright, so I'm gonna, instead of having this hang out and like block most of the view, I'm going to shrink this down and manipulate it in such a way that we can see what we're drawing without taking up the majority of the screen. So, yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's about good. Except for that problem, obviously. Ooh, idea. What if we pull this out a little bit, and right here. I guess you guys don't actually have to see what, well, forget it. It'd be more hassle than it's worth. I'm just gonna start drawing. Woohoo! Now, the cool part about this is that there's not really any particular order that this ROM has to go in, because it's not blocking any signals. So I don't have to worry about that. Oh, I have a neighbor. Hello, neighbor. I wonder who's next to me. I don't know. So I've got this. The ROM is for the edges of the blocks because the edges are going to be independently controlled. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4th one down, and then I didn't change. Well, No, I didn't change the way I wanted to do this. I talked about this in the last time I was on here. 2, 3, hang on a second. So I got distracted. Okay, that's where I'm at. Not yes, the culling is, but the culling is only necessary for the anything that is like the walls. You know how we talked about how we have edges and we have faces. Well, the culling is only needed for the faces. If there's edges, then edges are edges, and they're just going to be activated independently. And that way, I can have edges. I can add and remove edges independently from actually drawing the walls, so that I can have smooth walls instead of like a nasty looking grid. No, they should actually be in front of the culling machines, because the culling will block the edges. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I don't need to blot out the center of the block,
User
because I'm
disconnected from
just
your channel.
drawing the edges. Just the edges. Yes. P time day. P time 0. Ooh. Okay, fine. P time 0 T. No, the edges are the it you okay, you'll see. Let's just say it that way. You'll see what I mean. Trust me, I thought this out. I know what I'm doing. I know. Until I find out that I'm totally wrong, and like Red was probably right, and then I'll be like, oh, Red, you were right. I should have put this over in the thing. But, you know, if that happens, then that happens, and I will humbly accept my humiliation. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't. I agree. Okay. So, no, the torches are not going to the bottom. The torches are only going right there. Because, see, if you look at... Yeah. Alright, that works. No, hold on. If you look at this, this line that I'm drawing right here are the two at the top. And those two lines make up these edges right here, also for this one. So the edges are used across multiple images. It's a method of condensing and also independent control. It's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with it. I think it's going to work out quite nice. Let's see. Yes, I can control more with more parts. Absolutely right. And I need that independent. Whoa, that's not right. I need that independent control if it's going to function properly, or at least draw properly. Why are we not getting signals? Is it because we are not quite reaching it? Oh, so close. Oh well, we can fix that. Actually, I can fix that whole thing. Don't even bother with rebussing this, guys. I'm gonna shift this forward because I'm actually wasting a lot of space here. They're talking about well, because at the current where it currently is, the signal's not quite reaching where it should. But don't worry about it, Red. We got this. No, don't worry about the repeater line or anything. None of that stuff. Don't. Just leave it alone. Leave the bussin' alone. Because I'm going to shift this forward so that it... let's see how far forward. 1, 2. Yeah. 2 works. Move 2. What happened? Oh, right. Oops. Undo. Because I didn't actually move any of these. I was just doing one layer. Crap. That is terrible. Except undo doesn't actually, like, undo stuff. Like, it doesn't undo the red bit because I screwed up. Alright, hold on. Items. 1000. There we go. Get rid of all that. And we'll redo that. Yep. Whoa. Thank you, Frost. And let's see. I don't know where we did it exactly. But if we do it here, we do it over here, about here, and then we stack it like so. Stack 20. Pew! That worked. Oops. Whatever. I'm gonna do it like stack 40 then. I'm not even gonna expand it. I'm just gonna stack it 40. Yeah. Eat it. Alright, so move items 1000. Remove items -1. Does -1 just remove all items hanging out on the server? Cool. As long as that doesn't screw up somebody's, you know, item drop timers or something, because that would really suck. I don't want to break other people's stuff. Well, no, but I mean, okay, what I mean is item drop timers. Like, some people use, like, I've used timers that are entirely dependent upon the item decay, so that you can have a clock that has something like a 5-minute timer on it. Okay. 2. Alright, let's try this again. Move 2. Yay! Victory is ours. And it looks good. Okay. Hello, Detronicus. Okay. Am I any good with Java? No. I mean, I'm sure I could be if I you know, took the time to learn it. And I've considered learning it, but I don't know it, so. I would not be of any help in any modding assistance. Oh, good! I'm kind of glad, because I was looking at him like, I'm totally going to butcher poor Deotronicus's name. That's going to be terrible. I hope he forgives me. Alright, so back to images. Specifically, these ones. Okay, so now we're talking about this. It gets a little more complicated when I have to figure out, like, in the middle stuff. You know? Because then I have to count higher than just 4 or 5. And counting is hard. Okay, so pull this over here. Okay, get that out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. We're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down this time. So 7 down from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make a marker so I don't lose count. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in. Let's see, that should be 2 out from the, yep, perfect. Simply perfect. Alright, so we got that. And we're going to be adding a few more images. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. I can count. Lucky me. Okay, so go over here. Do the same thing. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When I get to a good stopping point, well, I just drew an image, so that's a good spot. Small ROM unit. Okay. Where are you, Red? Are you out there? Should I TP? Okay. TP. Let's see. So it's 3 deep, 2 by 2. You know, something like this would have been awesome. I mean, just friggin' awesome for my original TV that I made way back in the day. Because the old TV was huge and not very efficiently done. It looks good. That looks really good. How big is this display? (32 by 32). That is a lovely looking wall. It's kind of interesting. It's very cool looking. Well done, Red. Well done. That would be, like I said, that would be really good for TV displays and things like that. Okay. So technically, yes, it could work, but it would require rebussing and then more bussing, and that would be terrible.
User joined your channel.
Because I would have to shrink the bussing down. I did complain about torch displays. You're right. I did. Not TP warp. That's the one or the other. NW64. Okay. Yeah, see, nobody really does torch displays anymore. Or at least I don't anyway. Because it just... Oops, hang on. Let me... P time 0T. Ta-da! Okay. I didn't really like the way that the display looked, and it would have to be at a 45-degree angle, which breaks the 3D, which, you know, can break the 3D effect. So, yes, Red. What is up? How many images do I have? You mean in the ROM? 8 times 2, about 15, I believe. Because one of them only uses like 1, so. Let's see here. Where was I? Right. 8 times 2, about 15. Yeah. Well, was 16, of course, but I'm not using one. I'm not actually using one, so it'd be 15. It's complex. We'll just leave it at complex. Okay. Hang on. Wait, how many negatives? No negative images in the ROM. This is all positive. There's no culling at this point. None. No culling with the ROM. There's culling with the other ROM. Hang on. Let me see. Images that require culling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus the custom ones that I have yet to draw and figure out. So probably somewhere around 20, I'm guessing, roughly. Okay. All right, let's see what RDF says. 30 plus 2 plus 20 times 2, 72 blocks. Yeah. What are you saying, that your ROM system also has the inhibitors built into it? So that it requires, oh. What? How? Hang on. How would you have the inhibitors built into it? Hello, Yoki. Yes, I see the torches. Add output. Positive. Negative. Okay, so if you had, let's see, where is the part where you actually accept inputs into it? Like where do you like? Okay, so let's say that that's the activation signal, right? To activate that pixel, or not activate, but activate, like that would be that across this whole thing. Or right, anti-activate. Yes, deactivate. Yep. Okay, so right. So technically, this pixel. Right. Okay, so basically, right now, these two pixels are both off. Correct? Like they're deactivated. Okay, so let's say that I want to act. Okay, how do I set this one to on, like pre-programmed? Where's the on torch for the on the back one? How would I, like, if I wanted to, like, if I was to break this torch, it would turn it on, turn the pixel on. How would I program this to do that? Okay. Now let's say that this image here, or this one, is supposed to block it, right? So by breaking this, it blocks it. Interesting. Okay. And then what if this one was also on? Like, what if I wanted this pixel to also be on? Program it so that it was also on. Okay, let's say that both of these images use the same pixel, have the same pixel on. Because some of the images overlap each other. Like only sections of the image behind it are going to be turned off. Yeah, on plus. Yeah, on plus on. Okay, so right now, because both are off, that's on or off, and then bringing that one. See, I want it so that if I take and activate this one, this would be on. Okay, I want it so that if I break this torch right here, this turns on. Then this system won't work. No, Red, it won't. Trust me, it won't. I need it so that if I program this, when I program this, that both of these are on. If both of these are on, that they can be on. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to really describe this. You know, when you try to describe something, like, okay, for the first episode, for example, like the second hour and a half of the live stream was Red and I debating and discussing about how to make a system like this work. And I'm still not convinced that it would. His old system, yes, his old system would. This one, I need it to both be on. I need, I understand, it's not the same thing. Unless you're, okay, I need it, here, Red, here's what I need. I need to be able to program this so that both of these pixels send an on signal to the output. Both of them do. Both. Okay. So that if I turn this off, okay, it sends an on signal. All right? If I turn this off, it sends an on signal. If I turn both of them off, it still sends an on signal. That's what I need. That's what I need. So, okay. I know they're two different cells. They're two, like, this would store one image, this would store another image. So if I want to, oh, okay. So if I want two images, I would need to duplicate this. So like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. I'd have to copy this whole thing. Okay. See, now I'm tracking. All right. I thought that this was actually like, you know, store one image here and store another image here, and that would be great. That's cool. That's very cool. That is awesome, as a matter of fact. How fast does it operate? Have you tried it out? Yeah, it would be too deep. I totally blanked that you said it was 6 deep. I wasn't actually thinking about it. 8 ticks to get through. Now see, all right, everyone, this is an awesome display. It's fantastic. And I would highly recommend it for anything that you want to have a high resolution image displayed in, or images stored into, because you can program this stuff. Like this is 32 by 32. This thing doesn't even go to the skybox yet. I mean, you can program it even larger. You have like a 40 something, or maybe even like a 60 or something size screen, and be able to program images into it. But the only problem with that, I mean, it's great. And the only reason I'm not going to use this system for my setup is because it would work. Don't get me wrong, it would. But it just takes too long to process an image. And because the game already is going to take too long to process the image. It's going to take like 7-8 seconds on its own. To add a whole as many ticks as this adds would make it really, really slow. Well, it takes 8 ticks per. It takes 8 ticks for every image to be updated. Then it takes 1 tick per cell. So 15 images equals 23 ticks. Right. I get that. I definitely understand. With my but with the current setup that I have that I will be having, with 15 images, it'll take 15 ticks. So it's only operating on 1 tick. So it'll or 15 cells, 15 whatever. So it operate, the whole system operates on 1 tick. So in this case, actually with my setup, it would take, since it's only 8 deep, it would take at most 8 ticks for an image to be pumped out to the busing to get to display, not including the tick time that has to go through and feed through the busing. All right, let's set the P time so I can set the dash 1 NW 64. Except that yours is so deep that I would not, in that respect, yes, but yours is too deep for me to be able to use because I have too many images to go back here. I think. Well, hold on. Let's see. Now that I actually have a position, a relevant position here. Let's see. So this is roughly where the player's going to be standing. Boop. Let's take some measurements. Let's see, this is where the display starts. So let's line it up here. Okay. So standing here, let's see, standing here, I can see out. Let's see if I can get a good. Okay, I can see out to this first row here. How much space is that? Oops, did I line that up right? I don't think I lined that up right. Boop. Okay, so let's see how much space we have here. Okay, so we're talking about 138. 138. Oh, hold on, let's see. Bust out the calculator here. Calculator. So we have 138 blocks, and it takes 6 per block. We have a maximum of 23 block, 23 images. Well, 23 separate rows. I can probably condense. You know, I might be able to fit that. I might be able to use your system, Red, and cut out all that extra busing time. Maybe. I'm gonna have to run some calculations on that. I'm gonna have to think about that because I don't even know how many. Okay, hang on a second. If I can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 in 8. Well, I mean, I know it's not really your goal is to help me make this as good as it could be, and I appreciate that. You know, well, I mean, no, I know that wasn't exactly your goal, but you know, it. Okay, so you probably were building that for your own purposes, your own device. I don't even know. I'm just seeing if I can use it for mine to make it
User
better.
left your channel.
And honestly, I don't know because we can fit 23
User joined your
rows and do 16. I want to say I can use your system.
User disconnected.
I want to say that your data storage method would work. It would fit back here. It would fit in the area. This goes back. Put this back. Oh, jeez. I can expand it back. This is the maximum depth. I could fit a very lovely 23 images, or 23 rows of images in there. I could cut out the busing time. I could cut out the busing mass, which is huge. I could, which would make this device smaller, which is always good. I could program in all the images. I think. Hang on. Let me TP red. Go back to red. Oh, red's back at me. Whoops. That's not very helpful. And red's system would match perfectly up with the display. It'd just be a massive wall back here. We could have it feed into it to turn it on and off. Huh. Ooh, I just realized something. My measurements are based on the fact that I am right at a border. Right at a border. In order to actually get this to function, I think I would have to... yeah. If I shift this forward one, I don't think that would be much of a big deal, right? I mean, we're going to be talking about here... Nah, that wouldn't be a big deal. If I shifted this forward one, because where it is now, like it would, when I hit the activate button, or the action button, which is this, by stepping back that far, it would deload the furthest chunk back here, which would possibly cause issues with the display, and that would be bad. But if we shift the whole user interface forward by 1, then that would eliminate that problem. Okay. For the same reason. I mean, I'm actually discussing this right now. Hi, Red. Welcome back. I should say I'm debating this. See, well, okay, hang on a second. Let me think about this. If I'm going to do it like that, I could fit... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Alright, so Red has his system. It's 6 deep. It would work, and it would fit within this chunk distance, right? Right. Okay, we've established that. Now, I'm thinking about this. Why... I mean, if I can fit... By doubling up on this and having... I can have 23 rows of that. Hang on, wait. Times 6 so I can get the old number back. Okay, so if I have 138 blocks, if we divide that by 4, I can have 34 rows of images, use my old system, and still cram it back behind here. So I could eliminate the busing even with my current system, with this system, that's only 4 deep. Plus, well, yeah, plus busing. Because there would be some minor busing. No, not even 2 to 4 ticks. The busing, because the busing would just move it down. So we'd be talking about maybe one tick, maybe 2 tops. I don't even think that much. Because we're not I mean, how much distance does it take to make busing that goes
User
that moves it down by 1? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm about to do. Let's see. So if we look at this busing here, we can see that it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. About 15. So I can do this in 1 tick. I can make this work in 1 tick. Like this busing is not really. All right, let me take this long one because this is the longest busing right here. All right, so let's say that that's a thing. If we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then we stick a thing here, like so, or excuse me, we would actually bump it down by 1. Yes, Red. No, smallest line. No, actually, it could be smaller. So for let me just build one out here. Let me take. I'm not gonna build one. I'm gonna copy it. Yeah, I can shrink it down to 1. Hang on a second. I'll show you here. Hang on. Hold on, just a moment. Let me explain. Allow me to explain. I'll just do copy. I'm not even bothered with this. Copy. Pull it out a bit. And show you how I would do this busing here. Okay, so it goes up. Doop-a-doo. There's a lot of extra blocks here. I don't care about all that. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how I did the busing on all of my TV stuff. That was significantly cut down the size. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? Yep. Okay. So there. Put a block here. Wait, was that how I did it? Was I going up or was I going down? Hang on a second, I gotta remember how I was doing this. I had a system. It was a very good system for going up blocks in 1 tick. But I don't remember exactly how it worked. So give me just a second here. I think that what it was I took this, brought it down, and because they were all built like this, they were all built with this in mind. Yeah. So this went out like this. It went up. which makes it off by 1 in this case. Yes, I know. But what I would do to compensate for that is once I got to whatever the point is, I don't even remember. I think we're actually past it. I don't know. We're here. Is this would just be shifted back by 1. Yeah, exactly. So we just move 1. Yeah. So this here would feed, because this doesn't even count. Like, this isn't even a repeater. So whatever, if, like, say I had a freaking ROM thing here, like this. Boop. See, in 1 tick, it would go up and connect to the display. Because, like, this, it's oriented differently, but this would be a thing right here. No, we wouldn't. Otherwise, what? Oh, you mean like a repeater line in here? Like somewhere like, I don't know, back here or something like that, for example. Yeah, you're right. I do. You're right. But I would need that. Well, I don't even count. Well, I'm not even sure I would count that as a tick though, because that's just. I guess it would. I don't know. I don't care. Like, we could put the tick here or whatever. And you're right. And that would where it be needed. But as you can see, this has just 1 tick to go all the way up the busing. So yeah, you talked about 2 ticks. And the only reason I personally don't consider this a tick is because it's part of the ROM system, and the ROM going back, like your system, if I was to use your system, this wouldn't even exist. Like, I wouldn't need this because the way yours is set up, you know, it's got the torch right here and all that kind of stuff. But with my own system, I would need that here. And I could do it in the 2 for the lines, plus the 4 for the other ones, and it would work great, and I could fit it all. Yes, I figured out, I measured out exactly how far. Let me set the P time again. I'm terrible about that. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so time here. All right, so I measured out this block here. No, mine is actually 4 deep. Well, yours is 6 deep. Okay, the ones that use culling are 6 deep. The ones, my culling system uses 4 deep. Yes. All right, because it's all one system. What do you mean? Not if you stack them. Not if I stack them? Yeah. Anomalous. let's see, how far would this busing be? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So let's see, bust out the calculator again. 22. 22. So we're at 138 minus 22 is 116. Divided by 4 is 29. Whereas with your system, we're talking about having that 6 deep. 138 divided by 6 is 23. Okay, so because your system's 6 deep. We were just talking about that, Red. Okay, hold on. Yeah, the inverter positive pair is for... No, I obviously do not see. I obviously do not see. Yeah, you... Okay. Tell you what, Red. Here's what I'm going to say. No, Red. Here's what I need. Because obviously I'm not grasping your concept. Because I thought it was, but it's just... Well, yeah, you need the positives, but the negatives are... Each negative is different for each image. Like the mask, the negatives, the ones that turn off, the culling, is different for every single block. So I can't use... Hold on. Yes, I see my ROM banks. No, I don't. Because, okay, this ROM, none of the images stored in this ROM will be culled at all. None of them. Now, the others, okay, now the other system, this has to store the ROM and cull it. So it's a culling and ROM storage combination. And the culling and the ROM are different for every single image. No, I'm talking about my system. Yes, for the images that do have, yes, they're paired up right here. This is all one thing. So this is ROM and culling in 4 blocks. Yes, because each one is different for each case, for each image, for each wall. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Now we're kind of... Okay. All right. Yes. Say that's a safe assumption. Then another and another. Okay. I can do one layer at a time. Well, yes, but overlaps are not, none of the overlaps are actual overlap, like complete overlaps. They kind of overlap parts of the other ones. Right. As you, right. Right, exactly. So you can have more than one bit of ROM before culling. I understand what you're saying, I think. See, I understand what you're saying. I believe I understand what you're saying. But I don't think that that would work because I can't separate the pairs because the culling is dependent upon what the image is. Each culling is different for each image, so I can't split them up and have like well, I mean, yes, it will definitely be organized. You're right, and it is already in the planning. It's already organized so that the ones in front are that far, and the ones behind it are that far. Okay. Tell you what, Red, if you would be willing to show me, like, build like a quick image that shows like a couple of overlapping images and how they overlap and that kind of thing with your system so that I can grasp this, then I would definitely understand it a lot better than I currently am. But as I currently understand your system, I don't see how that would work. Alright. I can use mine. That's fine by me. Now the question is do I tear all this bussing out for and put it all back behind here? Which would be
User joined your channel.
Didn't you ask what? Whether I wanted to put all of this behind it or not? Yeah, well, I've been debating this, yeah, for a while. But now that I've actually gone into it, like gone through the planning process over the last week, this is just last week, and drew up what I'm going to be drawing, seeing where there's actually less images and less depth that I'm going to need than I originally anticipated. And so because of that, I actually have more room to put stuff back behind the screen that I didn't think that I had before. Okay. Times 0 ticks. It looks better, but I mean, how many ticks can I cut out of this by doing it this way? You know, I mean, we're talking about if I put it behind the screen, I don't have to have any curves. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, something like 11 ticks or something is what I could cut out of the thing. I could cut an entire second of rendering time out of the game by putting it behind the screen instead of wrapped around the side like I thought I had to. Well, I mean, it looks okay. but by putting it all back behind the screen, like I can put a lot more back there, and it would look cleaner that way. It wouldn't look like, ooh, it's fancy or whatever, or complex, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Oh goodness, talking about gutting this thing, redoing the busing. I mean, it's doable. And if it cuts out an entire second out of my render time, that would be fantastic. I would be very happy with that. No. Don't. It's not your fault at all, actually. I mean, if I can improve the efficiency of this system, then I should improve the efficiency of this system. Like, a second of rendering time is a significant amount of time. I mean, that makes the game significantly more playable, and I can't disregard that because I'm lazy. Sorry, I can't do it. No matter how much I'd love to, because this is gonna be a pain in the butt to have to gut this whole thing. Well, not the whole thing, but the busing. I don't want to be lazy. Well, no, I wouldn't say the 2 last Fridays have been wasted, because that's kind of how these things go. Like, this live stream is for showing people how these things are built and the frustration that involves building and designing and then gutting it because you did something wrong or figured out a better way to do it. Or, I mean, that's basically the life of our existence as redstone engineers. Yeah, definitely. The first 2 Fridays, not really. It just goes to show that this is how this stuff works, you know. Sure, I'm listening, Mega Impact. Go for it. I'm always appreciative of suggestions.
Why don't you make it like a ROM in front of the screen, like just D flip-flops, and use that as a bit for rendering, so you first render everything to the D flip-flops, and then you render everything to the screen, to the screen instead of doing that instantly. That will reduce lag for loading, so you should like instantly get the next screen, like clearly, but not respawns.
Hang on just a second, I want to turn you up a little bit because I can't hardly hear you. I didn't know what you just said.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why don't you make like a buffering RAM so that it's between the screen and the buses. So first it loads all the images to the RAM, to buffering RAM, and then it loads it to the screen so that you get a smooth transition of pictures.
Well, yes, I could have a much smoother transition that way.
Cut down the visual rendering. It would cut down the visual rendering time a lot, and it would make it a better gameplay experience.
It would It would do the opposite actually, by having to take the time to load all of the images into ROM and then have that ROM load onto the screen, adds. It would make it smoother transition, but it would add rendering time to the whole system. Whereas this just pumps straight from ROM to the screen.
5 ticks.
Yeah, but with
4, 5, 6, not that much.
It's not that much, but
it's like,
that's still not. I mean, it's unnecessary. You know what I mean?
Well, if I can just like go now and design a very small, almost instant D flip flop, that would be pretty possible. Then,
well,
then it would be a good.
Like you said, it would make it smoother for image transitions to go, to swap between them. Then, because with the current system, it would kind of make it block by block, and you would have a few probably like 5 or 6 ticks or something like that, for the screen to load. And as it loaded, you would have this wall would pop up, and that wall would pop up, and another wall would pop up, kind of like Minecraft render stuff. And if I preloaded that all into RAM and then had waited for it all to load up and then pump that out, display output to the screen, like I said, it would make the transition smoother, but it would add more ticks than necessary. And really, I want the images to pop onto the screen as fast as they possibly can, because that was one of the biggest problems with version 1. Was I had 7 seconds between like pushing a button and something would change on the screen, which sucks, to be honest, for a game.
Wait, are you hardwiring the ROM with all the images directly to the screen, or is it just me?
It's the ROM as it's currently set up is pumping the images directly into the screen as soon as the ROM is turned on.
And the ROM with all the level data, where is that going to be?
That's going to be separate, and the level data is what selects which ROM image set or which sprites of to display at one time.
Are you gonna do the level, like how you index the levels, the same way as you did last time? Or?
Very similar, yes. It's going to be a lot less complex. Okay. I'm going to have less ROM to have to deal with, because I've got, with the image layout, it's a lot more efficient. But yeah, it's essentially the same method.
And if I can remember correctly, it's like a part of the level where you like glide over ice will be implemented, or just the beginning?
Well, my original plan, and this is something I've actually kind of been debating here, is that my original plan was just to make like the first couple of little areas of the game, but actually what I'm thinking of doing is not actually using the game, like the layout of the game, but just use that same engine to write my own level, so that it's not like you're just replaying Prelude of the Chambered. You're actually playing a new game, so that people who have played Prelude of the Chambered are not like, well, this is cool, I walked around the same room, I've already been here, I've already played this game, so why continue playing, kind of thing. But to make it its own game, just using Prelude of the Chambered engine, quote unquote.
So we have 4 directions, you can still go everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Well, I see you have lots of work to do.
For sure.
I can help you if you want, but
yeah, I'm always welcome to help.
I'm always willing to do stuff to get rid of my builder rank.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm an engineer, for Christ's sake.
How long have you been with the RDF? I don't think I've actually ever talked with you before.
No, I don't think so. I'm one of those people who just makes random stuff, like really big random stuff, and then never does anything with them. Like, I made, when the old rule came out, I designed a couple of gates, that like ripple carry and that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I implemented that in a really big calculator, but never did anything with it. Like, else it's like gone somewhere.
Oh, that's a bummer. Or, that probably would have been pretty cool.
Or the video card I just made, it's not going to do anything. And yes, I know the difference between the video card and the GPU. I know that difference.
Yeah.
So, big difference.
For sure.
And it was a shock to know what the difference was, to be honest.
Alright. Well, I think pretty much what I'm going to do right now is, I hate to lose all this work, because especially if like I build this out in the back and then I'm like, oh no, this actually isn't going to work, and then have to redo it. So I'm going to archive this so that I can go back and reload it if I so need to.
That's true. That's don't worry. Cut, rotate,
what?
Paste.
Yeah, I could do cut, rotate, but because I'm going to be redoing it, like the way the busing is done, so that it cuts out that extra tick, I'm going to be basically redoing the busing. But save.
So how many are you then cut out by removing, like, I don't know what we were removing again, I forgot.
Basically, because the current system, oh, let me set the time here, POT, P time, zero ticks. The current busing is set to go up and then around, like a corner. Like this is a corner, this is a corner, and then goes around.
Yeah. Which takes a long time.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of all of that extra time by just sticking everything
like
straight in the
one-
back. What's at
1, 2, 3 ticks.
well, 3 ticks on the inside, but on the outside it's 11 ticks.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that's a significant improvement in efficiency. And so much so that I can't really justify not doing it unless it won't work out for some reason, but it should work out just fine. I just don't get to be lazy.
We're engineers. We were a special breed of people who are just lazy. We make stuff to make our life easier.
That's right.
We're a special breed of people.
Yes. Even if the process of making that thing that makes it easier makes life harder.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna rage at you just because you did this. Teleport to me. I'm sorry.
Oh, oops.
Why do you do this?
Hang on a second.
Why are you doing this to me? Come on. Like, fly up. Why are you doing this to me?
What?
This redstone, come on.
What?
You're whining about ticks and you make this.
Oh.
Dude, what? You put a repeater in front of another repeater just because you couldn't make the signal. Come on, dude.
User
Yeah.
disconnected from your channel.
Why do you do that? You don't do that. That's not how repeaters work.
Which one are you talking about?
Dude. Dude, look over here.
Where?
Dude, what the fuck?
Where are you? I don't even know where you are.
All the way on the top, all the way on
I'm
the
in
top.
here to crash the party, and that is all.
Hello. Welcome to Crashing the
Hi.
Party.
Is
Really?
that what this is called?
Hello, just as in,
Hello.
Hello.
I'm the pink vigilante.
I'm...
Let's see. Okay. What are you talking about?
Dude,
Make it
look.
what?
Here. Right here.
What is that?
What the?
What is that?
You did this.
I didn't do this.
Why did you do this?
That's terrible.
It's like all the way down.
Oh,
All the way down.
man, now I'm glad I'm gutting out this busing.
God.
That's terrible. It's terrible.
Who did this?
No, I didn't do this actually.
Why do you do this to me?
I had nothing to do with the busing. It was the army of the RDF that did the busing here for all this corner. So
Why do you do
I didn't
this
do
to
it.
me?
Wasn't me.
it wasn't me. I didn't do it. But now seeing that, I'm like, good God, that's terrible. That's.
That's
That.
like, oh, why are you doing this to me?
It might be to make the tick even.
No,
The
it was
whole
just
thing.
because the signal wasn't getting far enough, so they just tacked on a
Like, have living
repeater.
Oh, so they just added an extra one just because they could.
just because they could, instead of like actually going through.
Oh, that's funny.
That is pretty funny, actually. Okay, well now I don't feel so bad about gutting it.
Sounds like something I would do. That's what makes it fun.
All right, so I've already got this archive. I'm gonna go ahead and set.
What the heck? See, I don't even know what's going on, so I came
Plunk.
over here and I'm just like, what is this giant? Oh my god.
Dude, you're a redstone server host and you don't know what's going on.
I haven't got a clue, to be honest.
He's just like, I just run this thing. I just work here. I don't know what's going on.
I know it works, that's all I know.
He just drives the party van, he doesn't know what's going on back. He's just driving.
And that's exactly it.
Yep.
That's the best way to describe it. I guess I shouldn't push any of the pressure pads, so I'm gonna stand up here.
No, go ahead. None of the pressure pads are actually hooked up to anything, so don't even worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I like
Oh,
you
that's
did
very
this.
evident by the fact that this thing is floating.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
I saw.
Let's be
I'm
honest,
sure
I'm an
you
idiot
invented that
sometimes.
something detector, but I like it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like his. I mean, honestly, with the way it's all set up, it could easily be replaced by just a floor pad. But I don't know. I kind of like it.
Is your live feed done, Barrett?
No, that's still running. I usually only keep this going for about 2 hours, and I'm at an hour and 40 minutes. Most of this episode was just me discussing crap with Red and being like, that won't work. Yes, it will. That won't work. Yes, it will. Fine. Show me how it works. Oh, I guess it will
In this
work.
case, it won't work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sometimes he can be a little... No, you're doing it wrong. Oh my god, I don't care.
Well, he has a really, really good ROM system. I mean, it's a fantastic ROM system. And it even has the culling system that I was talking about using. But his system is 6 deep. Mine is 4 deep. But he says that he can make it 2 deep. Like, it doesn't have to be 6 deep. It can be 2 deep. But he doesn't really elaborate on how that works, and I don't quite grasp how that works.
User entered your channel.
So I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah. Every time I've built something and he's seen it, he's like, you know, you could do it this way. And I'm just like, I want to build it my way.
I can make a giant structure, and he's like, well, I can do that too wide, like 5 by 2 by 1.
Anyway, just thought I'd come to what's going on, and now that I've seen it, my brain hurts.
Just has something
My
else
brain
to-
hurts working on
that'll
it,
make
so.
your brain hurt even more.
That makes me want to say no. Why is Shrog's game not... Oh. Okay.
Look, if you were bad. I'm so happy.
Let's see.
Why do you have a, what is that thing called? The thing that makes noises? A note block?
A note
Why do you have
block?
a note block?
The note block
Yeah.
is helps to indicate when you are pressing a button, so that
Oh, okay.
it's, you know, 'cause, I mean, the render time on this thing is going to be something like 7 seconds before you see a change on the screen when you hit a button. So
Oh, so it makes it easier for you to... Yeah.
so you're not like jumping up and down on the turn left button like 8 times, like, why aren't you turning? And the computer and the system's like, I don't know what you're doing. What the hell's going on?
It's just like touch typing.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, okay.
you got it.
Yep, I understand. That's one thing that my friend, I was like, dude, I can't type on your keyboard. He's like, why? I'm like, because I can't hear it. He goes, how does that make a difference? And I'm like,
It just does. Don't judge
I
me.
don't know. I don't know.
You're gonna hate the iPad.
Well, it makes clicking sounds when you
No,
type on it.
if you turn off the sound, you're
Well,
gonna
yeah,
hate
but
it.
it does make clicking sounds.
It
and
does.
I can... Yeah.
Well, the iPod made clicking sounds even when you had
Oh,
the sound
crap.
off, because it didn't have
That's
to be-
terrible.
it had like this really small, shitty thing inside.
Yeah, I'm upset that on the iPod Touch 2nd generation, it had 2 speakers. One that made the keyboard clicks and the other that did everything else. And now they changed that to all 1 speaker, so now if you mute the volume, you don't hear the keyboard clicks. It's annoying.
Yeah, they did that because people thought it was annoying to hear the keyboard clicks when you had the sound off.
Yeah.
Well, you are talking about the same guys that came up with the iPad. It's essentially the same hardware as a iPod Touch.
Well, the iPad is like someone just like they sent drawings to China how to make the iPod, and someone supersized it by accident, so they started making iPads instead of iPods, and they were like, we could sell this.
We spent a lot of money on this. We should probably say
We should probably do something with it. That would be great.
we should probably like put Steve Jobs on a stage with the same clothes he wears every single day, and then talk about something they invented, quote unquote.
I'm pretty sure the guy that the boss from Office Space was the guy that told him to.
Yeah, that would be great.
Making stuff.
I do like to make some stuff.
I don't know if you guys are aware, the new version of CraftBucket has a really big memory leak, and it requires me to restart the server about every 8 hours.
Oh, that sucks.
Downloaded.
Yeah, and I don't know I don't know what it is that's causing it. I
Wait.
mean, some people have told me that it's World Edit, but I don't think it is.
Have you updated World Edit?
I have it. We're running... Hang on, I'll tell you what version.
I don't need to know what version. I believe you.
Yeah, we're using
Wait.
624.
Wait, Bucket is open source, right? If you compare this version with the previous version that didn't have any memory leaks, and then check if they like disposed the memory values correctly.
Well, if you look at the changes between this version and the last recommended build, 1337, I think it's like 12,000 lines that are different.
They changed
And I'm not
12,000
gonna
lines of code?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
What? Why? That's a lot. That's like 5 updates.
Yeah, but have you seen the differences between 1.8 and 1.0? Mind you,
Yes,
that
but-
1.9 was a release in itself that was never
Dude,
released.
I'm talking about the latest dev bucket, like this latest stable dev bucket.
That's what I'm on.
Yeah, and then like compare it with the earlier stable dev bucket.
No, it's ever since they released for 1.0. 1.0 is when it started
I
happening.
don't have any memory leaks on my server.
Well, you
What?
probably don't have quite as many users on your server either.
Yeah.
We have a much larger map and a much larger user base than a lot of servers, so we experience problems, 10 times more than
Maybe
most
it has
servers.
to do
Yes.
with, like, but much users these days for each single player threading, and maybe that once a player disconnects, it's not like closing the thread.
Well,
Like,
I've got a
if
plugin
you
that
have, like, 20
manages that sort of thing.
Oops.
It clears the memory that the player was using, including like if I were to leave right now and you guys are in the same area that I've loaded, it will unload this area from memory and reload it from the hard drive because you guys are in the area. But for you guys, you won't see a difference. And that's what I have put in because I know that's been a problem since day one. Really large servers have the problem even more than we do, but if you don't do that, it doesn't unload for half an hour.
Wait, shut up. I just remembered a friend of mine made something really useful. You're running a Windows server, right?
Yes.
Okay, he made, like, in .NET there is a function that checks for unused memory. Like, memory that is assigned but isn't, like, linked to...
Well, no, it's not. It's not
No,
that the
wait.
servers.
Wait,
well, here,
no,
listen.
let me talk.
Oh gosh.
He made a piece of software that decreases the RAM usage of every single program.
Well, here's the problem with that. I understand that would, that might help. But what that's going to do is it's going to take the current running memory, everything that's currently running, write it to the hard drive, and only load what is being requested.
No, it doesn't do that. It clears it's like it looks for memory that isn't used, but is assigned.
Are you
So that it clears that.
are you aware of how Java addresses memory?
No, I'm only aware how C#
Java
addresses
doesn't.
memory.
Okay, Java doesn't let the OS control the memory that it is using. So when Java
What?
allocates 7 gigabytes of RAM, the OS is not allowed to touch that 7 gigabytes of RAM. Now this server allocates 8 gigabytes out of the 16 available, and when that 8 gigabytes is
What was
filled,
that? Why would you even consider doing that? Well, it's just-
that's not me. That is the way that it works. That's not
why
my
is someone
choice,
so stupid?
and that's why we have
Son.
problems.
You.
So,
Why
so
would you even do that?
anyway.
It's logical if you have like big servers that need, like, some servers have priorities, but it's just stupid.
Well, with Java, it's already a virtual machine. I mean, it doesn't run on hardware. It runs in software on hardware. And it has performance impacts when you start paging. And you don't want Java to page. Java already has slow memory access times, but when it pages, they increase 1,000 times. So it's really... And that's when we start having issues. Like, if you guys have noticed a slowdown on the server before I restart, that's because Java has started paging, and the memory requests are 1,000 times longer than they used to be.
Oh, silly Java.
And that's the problem that we're having with the latest craft bucket, is because of the memory leak, we're having that issue, so I have to restart it about every 8 hours. Currently we're using about 6 gigabytes of RAM with however many players are on, and really... I wouldn't expect it to go over 3.
Can't you just write a little script that does that automatically? like just a little batch script that terminates the application and then starts a new one.
Well, I got something like that in the event that it crashes. If the server were to crash right now, it would automatically restart it. But I don't want it to automatically restart it all the time because it doesn't notify the user. And there's no way to interrupt the console of the server.
Dude, I could write a little plugin if you want that just like every X hours it restarts the server.
There's plenty of plugins that do that.
Now, why don't you use that instead of doing that manually?
I don't like that sort of interaction. The more plugins we add, the more I try to keep the server running on as few things as possible.
Well, it doesn't have to be a heavy plugin, just like a lightweight plugin with 2 classes. That's...
Anyway, I just thought I would mention that. I didn't expect it to turn into a huge discussion.
That's all right. It's kind of interesting seeing like an inside look onto how some of these large servers are, the problems that are involved in operating a large-scale server like this.
Well, if you want to trace problems back to their origin, just go to Sun Microsystems. Tell them not to use virtual machines, for fuck's sakes.
Sun Microsystems no longer runs Java.
Yeah, now it's Adobe.
No, it's not. No, it's Oracle.
That's right, Oracle.
Dude, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, it's been Oracle since 626, I believe. 626 or 627. Oracle purchased.
What?
Yeah, they purchased the rights for it, so now they run it. And now, well, the performance on Java 7, since Oracle took over and started rewriting it, Java 7 runs incredibly fast because it does a mixed mode between virtualization and hardware-based acceleration. So
Why don't you run Java 7 then?
that's what I'm running.
Dun.
But you can't multi-thread with the Minecraft server, but you can multi-thread the different things that it does. So math operations are multi-threaded. So if you're doing like if you're multiplying numbers, or if you're doing a square root or something, instead of running that in one thread, it's going to run it in 4 and then combine them at the end. And that's something that Oracle added to Java 7 that is not in Java 6. That
Have you ever looked at third-party Java?
Minecraft will not run on a third-party Java application.
Seriously?
It's way too complicated. Right,
Never
I mean, I
thought
know
that.
there's Java machines that are built in .NET that are really fast, but they just don't run. They won't run a Minecraft server, they won't run Minecraft client especially.
Oh, snap.
Well, I remember
Learn
like
something every day.
beta 1.4, someone came out with a C++ version of Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I
was
remember
super
that.
badass.
Yeah, they've gone back and forth on those, and you can get a lot of features to work, but it's the features that end up messing up and not working correctly that cause the problems. And we run a medium-sized server that I don't want to experiment on,
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't a server to mess around with. It's not a toy. It's, production level
No?
server.
Oh, no, it's not a toy, it's a video game. It's not a toy, it's an action figure.
That's right. Not a toy, I'm an action figure.
Get away from action figures.
I'm really tempted to destroy these blocks that are just floating here, but I know that they're probably for something.
Just
What
remove
blocks?
random pieces of redstone.
These ones.
Around the server.
These ones.
Oh, I would hate you.
I would throw all of them and be like, why did you do that? And I'd be like, because I don't like them. Get over it.
They do not please me. They are displeasing to my eyes.
No, I want to change the sound.
Whoa. Hang on, my phone just fell somewhere. I gotta find it in the dark. Oh, did you guys know when you're holding a map, if it's not loading correctly, you can right-click and it'll force it to load?
I did not load.
Ooh, I never noticed that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I discovered that. Because I was like, why isn't it loading? And I started freaking out. I punched my mouse and it loaded.
That's actually really awesome. I like that a
So
lot.
yeah, if you're having a map that doesn't load, just right click on it.
I just punched my mouse. Damn it, load!
No.
And not added the rage button.
That's funny.
You know, Notch added input.
You got really quiet all of a sudden. We couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Yeah. But
said-
that's, okay, Redstone Warrior, why are you doing this to me? Teleport to me, why are you doing this?
Huh?
Come on, dude, I thought you were better.
I'm not in the server.
Be nice to him.
He's just trying to help.
Dude.
I don't even think that.
Dude,
I don't think that was Red that did that. I don't know who it was.
He did like, he like, has a piece of redstone, like he has a torch that is 2 blocks away from a piston, and instead of like making a piece of redstone that's 2 blocks, he actually goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks until the piston. 8 blocks of redstone, and they're not connected to anything else.
I have
Why are you doing
no
this to me?
idea.
I don't even know. You should just shh. It works, doesn't it?
Redstone Warrior, why are you doing this to me? You're using
I
this
was
when
on
it
server
works.
until 13 seconds ago. How did I do this to you?
He's like, what did I do? I don't even know what's going on.
Look,
My
why do
grandma
you
might
use
have
this
to
much
do this to
redstone?
me. I don't even know your grandma.
What?
What are you talking about?
Why are you using this much redstone? Why? Like, you could
It's
just do
Redstone
this.
Warrior. Get over it. Alright,
Did
you guys,
that.
I'm gonna get off for a little bit. I'll probably restart the server in a few minutes, so it'll go offline for
no,
about 30
don't do that.
seconds. Oh no, shut
Oh
up.
no! Alright, well at least I'd wait for another like 3 minutes, because that's when my 2 hours is up, so.
Okay, we'll wait
What do you
for
mean by
another
2
30.
hours?
Yay! Well, because
You know, I just noticed something.
Just for you. I hope you feel good about it.
I do. Thank you, Jassassin.
What do you mean by
Eric,
2
you-
hours?
You seem to be missing a bit of, turning bussing.
What?
I'm joking.
Oh, yes. I am definitely missing...
I just logged on for the first time in like half an hour or so.
Yeah, I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and rebus. I can't deny 11 ticks more efficiency. I was really trying to, but like I just couldn't do it.
I shouldn't have. My apologies for making you do more.
No. I mean, that's the whole point of being the engineers and being a part of the group is like if I can shave. Yeah, if somebody has a suggestion that I can shave a whole bunch of time or render time off this, I don't care if I have to like rebuild the whole damn thing. You know.
I'm currently developing a good strategy for trying to render an image.
So wait, what do you do?
Specifically,
How is
there's
this gonna work? What does it do?
Magic.
Oh god, just like redstone. Oh, it is redstone. Anyway. No, but what's it gonna do?
Well, this is Prelude of the Chambered version 2, so
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Far away.
Oh.
I meant to
So,
ask.
just
'cause
run, just run right now.
I haven't looked it up or, done any research on it. Is the bug that caused torches to disappear fixed?
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah,
Oh
in
my
Bucket
god.
it is.
Yes.
It is in Bucket, I don't know if it's fixed.
Yeah, it's fixed in it's fixed it for vanilla as well.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, cool. I like it.
Me frickin' too.
Oh,
Good
God.
lord. That was the worst bug ever.
Yeah, that
Oh.
actually made me stop building.
Well,
I got
that's,
so annoyed.
That's what caused Battleship. As soon as we got Battleship on the RDF server, we had about 10,000 missing torches that we had to fix and debug.
Yeah, one thing.
I'd be like,
What I
yep,
ended
nope.
up doing- I ended up going through all my schematics that I had and opening them up and replacing all air with glass and then pasting it back into the server, and then whenever torches went missing, they were air, so I would replace all air with sponge and I'd go find all the sponges and replace them with torches.
Smart.
That's actually a
I was just
pretty
like,
brilliant
ah.
workaround.
God, it was so annoying though.
Yo, God, yes. I mean, that's
Ah.
it's no small amount of time and effort required to make that happen, but
It's just like, okay, I want to use it today, let's go replace 12, missing torches that it's gonna still take me forever to find.
yeah, because it's never the same torches. Ever. It was like
They-
Yeah.
they would mix it up, be like, "Oh, I'm gonna break today, ha ha ha."
Derek,
When I made my ASCII
Yeah.
word processor, good lord. That was before I even knew about the disappearing torch glitch.
Eric,
You thought people were going.
No, I didn't know what was going on. Like, I built it, I'm like, okay, this works perfect, and I'd like hit a button, and I'd get this funky like non-character show up. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? This should all be working perfect. It took me, I went through the displays, I ripped them apart. I spent a good like 3 hours before I went into the ROM, and I was like, there's missing torches here. What the hell? And then I went back and I replaced them. Like, okay, well maybe something just glitched out. And then like I went back the next day and like I'd hit a button and another character would show up that wasn't even a character, and I was like,
you know what just the most genius griefer there is. Instead of griefing your server, he griefs your server.
Oh no,
and
I
your
broke the
Minecraft
piston,
creations
dang
at
it.
a root level.
he griefs, he griefs your Minecraft.
He actually griefs the main mechanics of the game. But it fucks up your creation.
Yes.
Barrick, I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix it.
What'd you do?
Eric,
What'd you do?
missed.
Oh god!
Eric, you did a line wrong. Eric, you did a line wrong.
I did a line wrong. I wouldn't be surprised, but
Yes.
because I'm kind of distracted. But what'd I do wrong?
This one, look, I fixed it, but you still need to like do it correctly.
Oh,
because
whoops.
it's not gonna... Yeah, just pointing that out before you continue.
Yeah, that would suck. I actually skipped a line. That's what I did. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that.
No problem. I will help. No, Beric.
Well, no. Hey! I'm using that just so I had my spacer block. Then I was gonna tear it all out.
Oh, sorry, I removed that.
No worries. It's all good. I could have done it better by going vertically, but whatever. No worries. Okay, so what did you... What? With the what?
Hmm?
Oh, okay, I see. There's pistons that are active for reasons. And that should be because these are on. That should fix it. Yeah. Did you break... I don't think you broke anything, just asking. Unless you fixed it already.
I did break it, but then I fixed it.
Ooh, stealthy.
I accidentally the whole thing. I don't know. I didn't break too much.
So I heard you like disappearing torch.
Redstone, no now.
I heard you didn't like the
No.
fact that the disappearing torches glitch got fixed, so I made you a plugin.
It brings back
I forgot to tell you that it's not fixed, and this whole thing is gonna go out because. Could you imagine having to go through and fix this? Like, where's the missing torch? Oh my god.
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna make a plugin that's like really generic and then sneakily insert
You
some
just have
code
to replace the.
that randomly deletes redstone torches.
Not to any sort of pattern either, so like it's impossible to figure out, like debug it.
You have to.
Not even one tech will be prepared.
You have to repair. You have to replace your display once every day because you get dead pixels very often.
It's like I'm building a Sony device.
Dude, what is wrong with you? You're like, you're missing.
I know,
You're
I know.
skipping these.
I'm distracted. I'm having a conversation. What can I say? No, I'm not skipping it. That was correct. That's.
Alright,
No,
so.
that's not correct. Look.
I know. Look, there's another. See? Ooh, this goes out. Ooh.
You did not see me destroy those.
All right. Well,
Chris knew.
I guess this is about it for my live stream for today. As you can see, I've had to gut the entire. I'm going to do a recap of the insanity that was today. Pretty much the whole, most of the work from the last 2 Fridays has been erased. So,
That was
You're
my
welcome.
fault, I'm sorry.
nah, don't worry about it, Red.
It was actually more my fault than anyone.
Just as an example, if you were plugin that randomly destroys torches on Derek's plot, will you install it?
Absolutely not.
I dare you! Yeah, so basically, I've had to, we figured out that I can fit all of the displays that I need within this little gap area here, which is going to fit behind the screen. It's going to look great. I have archived this in case it doesn't work for some reason, and then I can just, well, not displays, plural, I mean the images. My bad. Images.
Okay, I was gonna say multiple.
Yes, there's a display for everything. So yeah, all of this is gonna be gone by like I'm gonna be gutting this. I'm not even like I might just leave the live stream running. I don't
User
know,
left your channel.
and just continue working on this busing
User joined your
because
channel.
technically I want like from what I've heard from all of my wonderful viewers, they actually want to see me do this tedious crap for some reason. So maybe I'll just save it or leave it running because I've got some more time
Your viewers are the best.
than the usual 2 hours that I normally have scheduled. So maybe I'll just have a long episode. A bonus episode, yes, where you can watch me redo all the work that I did for the last 2 weeks. Woohoo!
Hey, if they like busing so much, we can bus Battleship one day on here and do 8 100-line buses.
That sounds fantastic. Yeah, let's do that.
Wait, are they unique or are they like can you streamline them?
They're
Or
all
are they
unique.
curvy?
They're all unique.
Because of course they are.
And
Oh,
by the
that's
way,
special.
they span about 400 blocks each direction.
Yeah. That's just terrifying just to think about.
Wait, just grab like all the buses around the Minecraft world, and then they go to the battleship.
Well,
Let's
I
see.
can tell that we're going to need a large amount of buses in the adventure map we're working on. That's gonna
Oh, I imagine that.
every single redstone device that you interact with will connect to the master counter, which is going to be in a centralized location.
I am pretty cool. Thank you.
And since every time you push a
Alright,
button,
guys,
you get
I'm gonna get
one
off.
redstone from a dispenser. See you later.
All right, see you, Jess.
Oh,
The server, don't be angry.
All right, I won't be. I'll only like rage for a little while.
You'll only be upset.
Yes.
You won't be angry.
Yes.
Okay.
Temporarily inconvenienced. All right, so let's see.
Oh yeah, Barrick, while the server's down, here's that link I was talking about.
Oh yes, please. Now I can flip things vertically, right? Like,
No.
there's no way to flip things vertically in World Edit. I've never actually tried to do it before, so I don't know.
No,
I think there's no way.
You might be able to do, I don't know, if you're referring to rotate, like if you have something that's vertical, you want to rotate it so it's horizontal, there's no way to do that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, that kick message.
Kick the evil kick message. Ah.
I just got the message.
Oh, what is the URL of the live stream? I'm gonna crash the party.
Yay! Let's back up.
I'm just gonna crash the party.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's the URL live stream thingy?
It's livestream.com/BerrickCook.
Hey, I've got a question before I go.
Livestream.com/Berrick.
Barrick Cook, COOK. What?
I'm gonna archive the old server and basically shut it down, the one running 1.8.
Good.
And I need to know what to do with it.
So really
Just ask, here's an idea. Is there a way to upload it to some file sharing service? Or even a separate Dropbox, but put a password on it so people can't just steal from it?
I can put a password on the archive itself.
That would
That would be
work,
perfect.
unless people know how to crack passwords.
Well,
Actually,
And I mean, who would want to crack the password for a map?
Okay, honestly,
mean-
people could just watch videos and replicate what they see. So,
I kind of feel
a
like.
password should work.
Well, here's the thing: if someone's willing to go through and crack the password on it,
They deserve it.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. But
Who can I be the first person to do that?
yeah, I think that's the best idea. So tomorrow afternoon, when I get out of school, I'll shut down the server, I'll archive the map, and I'll make a forum post, and I'll post the password and all that.
Well, people will be able to read that.
People will read what?
People who go onto our forums will be able to read that. Is there a way to restrict that so only
Yeah.
people?
Oh,
Well,
good.
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't
dude,
know.
if you want, just as in, if you want, I
How about you
have
just make it so you
a,
have to ask an admin to get to it?
just as in,
Yeah,
have a
I'll do that.
website
Post it in the Bedrock box.
Okay. Sounds good.
Renew.
Yes.
Just as in, I have a web server with like unlimited bandwidth, so if you want, I can host the file.
That's alright, I've got my own.
Or
I
just
can do
stream
it.
or whatever.
Don't worry about
Because
it.
if you're gonna upload it to an uploading site, that's just not good.
Well, I can either host it myself or I've got other ways of hosting it. Don't worry about it.
File smells.
I'd rather be responsible for it going down than someone else. So, otherwise I'm responsible for giving it to that person and having it go down. You
Can
know?
I have it?
No.
Like without thinking, no.
Anyway, yeah.
Am I that bad of an influence?
Yes.
Of course.
Anyway, you're Dutch. That's all he needs to say.
I'm Dutch and very, very responsible with my sleeping times. As you can see with my time zone.
It's amazing coming back to Trackmania after not playing the game for like 195 days and still winning every race you play.
Yes, I love Trackmania. It's such a great game.
Yeah,
If you love
it
Trackmania.
Steam finally decided to download it after not downloading it. And so now I'm playing it whilst
Oh, so
multitasking.
Steam's working?
Well, only for Trackmania, everything else isn't downloading.
That's terrible.
If you
Maybe
want Trackmania,
maybe it's your internet service provider because they're running the hosting server and maybe they don't have the files for those games.
Possibly, yeah, that could be a,
Try-
a possibility.
Yeah, try sending it to LA or something because I know that one has everything. That's the
But
first one to
that
be
means
updated.
all of the downloads are charged towards my internet.
Well, then get over it and stop complaining that it's broken. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I'm gonna get off, you guys.
Alright, see you later.
See you later.
User disconnected.
Back in the corner shop.
Trog, wait, you like Trackmania, right?
Yes, I'm playing right now.
If you like Trackmania, you have to take a look at Nitronic Rush. It's from some guys.
Yeah, I've already done a let's play on it.
Oh, it's so awesome.
User joined
It's
your
like-
channel.
Wait, I've got one thing real quick.
Shoot.
Barrett, you run the Dropbox. Do you have a .edu email?
No.
Oh, okay. Because if you did, we could double the amount of storage it has.
Ooh.
I have one. It's wci.edu.
What?
But he runs it, so yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's an all-purpose account. Like, all of us admins have access to the Dropbox. Like, the actual login information is posted for us admins on the admin area.
Yeah. Because if I mean, I've already used mine for my personal Dropbox, but if someone else has a .edu, you can use that to double the bandwidth on the Dropbox.
That's pretty
Or not the bandwidth.
The storage space.
Storage.
Well, I mean, how close are we to maxing out on our storage space, though?
Oh,
I
well,
don't
since every schematic is only like 5 kilobytes each,
Yeah.
it doesn't, we're only not even halfway. I'll check right now.
Yeah.
It gives me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
thought.
gotta
no,
click.
I'm not in my user account, so I can't check.
Well, because what I was thinking of doing is dropping the map in there.
Could do that.
Oh, my bandwidth on damn handle. Oh, how big is the map?
It's 1.10 gigabytes. Unless I use
Jesus.
unless I use a higher level compression, but if I use
Can we
regular
just-
zip compression, yeah, it's about 1.10.
I'm just asking, can we just
use
make another
Torch
folder
easy.
which you don't automatically connect to? Can we have a second
User
one?
joined your channel.
Or how about you just make a arbitrary do we use the RDF Gmail? If that's the one we're using?
Well, we have, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can we just make another account? For the
Well-
RDF map? Whatever. Not to sound illegitimate, but
I don't know.
people don't want. Wait, if we put it in the Dropbox, people then have to download it automatically, so they don't want like 2 gigabytes just shoved into their computer.
That is true.
Sure they do.
Sure they do.
Let's get raped to Dropbox. That's what everybody wants.
But seriously, is there a way to on the same account just throw another file in there?
Well, I would put it in the public directory. I wouldn't put it in the same folder that's shared between everybody. I'd put it in the public folder, and that one isn't replicated to everybody unless Barrett gave full account access to everybody.
No.
Oh, awesome.
So I'll put it in the public folder and then copy the public link and post that. but it won't be pushed out to everybody.
So
Except me.
Except Shrog, because he's an idiot. Aww.
No, it won't be. No, I'm not going to do that.
But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd mention that.
Thank you. Good mention.
But anyway, yeah.
Oh, by the way, can all admins not put large files in the Dropbox, like in the schematic on the server log folder? I remember a while back, someone put like 400 megabytes of server logs.
what?
Was that me?
Oh, server logs, right.
Server
Yeah.
logs do get rather large. It might have been me.
They do get huge.
Yeah.
The last time I had a
Plain
server log, it was
text.
16 gigabytes, and it couldn't open the file because it was too large.
Yeah. You need to cut down the file using some kind of software because.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah,
Just
I ended up
zip it
having
or
to use-
something.
I had to
I think
use
it has
my.
like Windows has a limit of 360 megabytes or something for text files.
No, it's much larger than that. I had 16 gigabytes, so. But it actually wouldn't open because it was more. It looks at the amount of RAM you have installed, and the server has 16 gigs, and it wouldn't open it because it was more than the amount of RAM installed. So that was fun, but I ended up using my Linux box to open it, and yeah, and
Wait,
Yeah.
doesn't it stream the data? It just like writes everything to the RAM?
What?
Yeah. Well, that's what it tries to
Doesn't
do.
it like stream read data instead of writing everything to the RAM?
I don't quite understand.
Well, you can like with .NET, you can instead of loading all the data to the RAM, you can read one line of it out of
Oh
it.
yeah,
piece
I
of
know you can
text.
do that, but Windows doesn't,
doesn't
like
render everything.
doing that. I mean, Windows has a Unix background, but it doesn't handle it that way. By default, it tries to load the whole thing into RAM, so I ended up having to use Ubuntu to open it.
Ubuntu,
Well-
not Ubuntu.
I will call it however I want.
Uzbekistan.
Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go because
You keep saying that.
I know. This guy, he always is like, but blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, no. And he has an argument.
Quick, someone say something to Jesse who'll be really annoyed about. So he'll
Can I touch your feet?
Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Anyway, I will see you guys later.
All right, take it easy.
User disconnected from your channel.
Cool.
Okay,
Chris
Derek.
Next, he's still working on
Still
everything
there?
in the Redstone server.
Yeah,
Derek, you still live?
I'm still here. I'm still live streaming. Technically, I'm
Awesome.
over. Like I usually cut it out about 2 hours, but people want to see me bus stuff because bussing is awesome.
Awesome.
It's so much
I had
fun.
this image which was laying around, and I decided to make a map for it.
You have what?
It renders. I had a 3D image which I made earlier, which I just sort of didn't do anything with.
Okay.
So I decided to stop crapping around and actually made it. I can get 27 different independent blocks rendered using 46 blocks of depth.
Using
Full calling everything. The only thing it doesn't do so far is it doesn't call out the edges when there are two blocks next to each other. I might be able to modify it to do that. I haven't really put thought into that yet. But
What are you
46
talking about?
blocks.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, 46 blocks is pretty
I'd
good.
say I got this pretty efficient.
That is hyper efficient.
Like I'm fairly sure that you are rendering less blocks than I, yet I still managed to get it in less frames.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm also doing blocks up and down. You're only doing one block, so I can shove 4 blocks into one frame on certain occasions. Very rarely, but it does happen.
4 blocks into one frame? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like 4 blocks into one?
Because I can split the image into quarters. I can have one image on one side, one image on the other side, and then I can split that in half. So one image on top, one image on bottom, one image on top, one image on bottom for each side.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So you can also have like above and below images.
Oh, you guys should
Yeah.
type this.
Wait, are you guys sorting out programming or am I just very confused?
We're sorting out rendering
You're just-
techniques. Redstone
You
rendering
guys know
techniques.
about that?
Get the map. Oh yeah, what's happening video?
So I thought you guys were writing an engine or something and then you were talking about voxels.
Well, it's essentially what we're doing.
Ooh,
I mean, we're writing a
Actually, Barry,
Yeah.
I don't need to add any frames if I want to call out the edges.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I could just add a few frames at the beginning. That would require more logic. I may be able to just extend the colon of each independent block to include the edges. Huh.
Well, that
Let's see, I'd only actually have to do that for one layer,
well,
because I am only rendering 3 block steps forward. Unfortunately, but yeah.
I'm trying to think here of how that would work. No, you can't really do it that way, and the reason why is because you like the block would have to, because I thought about that too. Is the block in front might have that corner piece if the block behind it doesn't exist, and the block behind it has to have that corner piece visible if the block in front of it doesn't exist.
Well, if the block in front of it doesn't exist, then I'm not activating the colon.
True.
What do you guys think about me hosting a Trackmania server?
I hate it. I'm joking, it sounds interesting.
That would be kind of fun.
I think we should.
Well, but how would the okay? So you'd also have you'd have to cull the so you have the front image
Actually,
would be the one that would cull the edge.
Yeah, interesting proposition.
Okay.
What if I culled? I think for this specific system I might be able to do it, but that's probably not a good idea because just the way I set this up, I think I'm just going to throw some cullings in the front. It literally will only add like I want to say right now 1, 2, 3, 4, probably between 8 and 16 blocks of that. Seeing as I'm only at 46, that's not bad.
No. Okay.
Drug secures the 3rd place.
Yeah.
Good for Shrog.
What the herp is a shrog, and how did it win?
A shrub never win.
No, I will never win. Well, I haven't won yet. I'm playing up against mates I haven't seen in 195 days to be exact. As Trackmania announced that when I first logged in, this is your first connection in 195 days. Here's 500 copies to start you up again.
Geez, Berg, do you think people want me to render the floor? So, you know, if there isn't ground, they want to know it.
Well, it
I think
depends.
that's a good idea.
I mean, it depends on your game. Like, I've
It's going to be 3D.
well, obviously.
Yours is 2D, though.
Mine is what?
Your map is 2D, I mean.
Oh,
Your map is
Oh, you mean the map is 2D or 3D?
Yeah, this map is 3D.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, if the player can fall down, then yeah. But if you have it so that if there's an edge, like if you have it so that it's just an edge and the player can't move forward if there's an edge, then that would work too. But it would be hard. Yeah, you'd need visual cues of some kind.
Yeah.
Other channel? Yeah.
Oh, there's only one. Oh, geez. They will not be able to see the floor directly in front of them either way. They'll have to back up or something. I might just be really lazy and put a flashing light that says, "There's a block up in front of you," because the way I set up the 3D image, it doesn't show it, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I might laze out and do that. So, adding the edge culling, this is going to be very... Oh, here's the funny one. For one of the images, the block right in front of your face, I set this up in rows. I literally set it up how I'm going to literally code it in. So I have pluses, callings, pluses. On the last one, for the block right in front of you, it's just this big red rectangle symbolizing you need to just call it all.
Wait, are you guys
Yes.
still talking about
It's just like,
Prelude as a
I am
chamber?
pulling all of this.
No,
It's not even informative.
Red's talking about his game. So what are you making?
Wait, what are you making?
Well, I originally made this... Okay, when your first screen came out, I'm like, interesting. I want to make 3D things, including Minecraft and Minecraft.
Yeah, like everybody
And I
does.
was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was kind of lazy. I'm like, I could probably do this, like, if I spent 10 hours on it. But I'm too lazy. So I kind of pushed it off to the side because I'm in school and I don't have free time anymore.
Yeah.
Wait, you were gonna make a 3D game?
Yeah, I pushed it off because I didn't have time, unfortunately.
In what language and what framework?
In this. In
In JavaScript, and I'm going to be using a virtual machine and a virtual machine simulator. And then I'm going to be running it on a 2 GHz processor with 1 kilobyte of RAM.
JavaScript.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
He's gonna make a Minecraft computer that can run Java, and write Minecraft in Java on a computer that's running in Minecraft.
You see, the beauty of it is, if I wanted to do that, if I wanted to make everyone think I did that, all I would have to do is put a giant loading bar and just move, just, like, make it so there's a clock that once every 100 years it moves forward one bar. Hey, we said it was slow. We didn't say it was playable or anything. We said it was a game. It's still a game.
Still a game. So still
Anyway,
a game.
so I basically went into Minecraft itself. I placed a bunch of glass blocks and in a pattern so that you can see every single literal edge.
Mm-hmm.
I used GIMP to make a 32 by 32 image of it.
Yep.
And I coded it in. I did a lot of blocks. 27. I might do some floor, which will bump it up to, let's see, that will add approximately 12 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And I should be able to do that. It will take a fair amount of work, but it won't take too much work.
Okay.
So, actually, yeah, it will extend it like, yeah, 12 blocks. Okay. Actually, doing the mistake. 4 layers to add 12 blocks. Yeah. Anyways, no, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4.
So you're not actually gonna, are you making a, like, what kind of game are you making?
I don't know yet. I mean, I don't want to build MC and MC because Max King will be really pissed off at me.
Yeah.
Because
he's already working on it.
Yeah, because I was playing around with the idea, and I learned he was doing it, and he learned I was doing it. I'm like, do you want to work together? He's like, nope, just don't do it. Like,
You didn't even want to work together? That's terrible.
yeah, it was not very good affair between us two. Just bad things. Anyway, so I had a reference image, so I finally just put it up on how I would do the images in colons. It looks pretty good, actually.
Good.
Oh yeah, Barrett. I figured out a way that you could do your destroy blocks too.
Wait, are you talking about that game?
Yeah, Prelude of the Chamber.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Well, I'm going to integrate the destroyable blocks into the standard block images so that they don't actually take up more ROM space.
Wait, Barrick, when I was looking at your ROM, sorry to interrupt, it seems you were encoding the bars in, right? The vertical bars?
Yes.
Just a question, how are you calling those?
They're not getting cold.
Okay, so what if there's one behind the block? Are you just going to say, no, I don't want to render that one?
Yeah.
Because there are none that are on the edge?
Right. I'm just turning it off. Like, not even turning it on.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that I'm just hoping that there's no blocks that's right on the edge so it will render 1 pixel. Because then you would have to do a whole calling sequence for that specific one.
No, I've got it planned out nice and tight, so that won't happen.
Yeah, that's what I just did with this 3D reference image, and it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do I do different things? Okay, so I have dirt. It's one color. I have stone. It's another color. I need a color screen, HD preferably.
Well, you can use the map system, like the map display system that Seth Bling and who else was Disco were working on.
I think the max resolution for that is 16 by 16 before you start running out of chunks.
Well, it all depends. Like, you can actually make it something like 32 by 32 if you're standing in the middle of the image.
Also, actually rendering that much data would be just a headache.
Yeah.
It'd be like trying to flip your 3D ROM and trying to just flip it and push it upwards. You would run out of space in the sky.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be insane. Well, at least I'd only have to make an 8x8 unit.
Okay, so now that now I've got the whole busing done, thanks to
me.
Yes. I forgot your username. Oh, it's terrible. The Mega Impact. Yes.
Just call me Mega.
Thank you, Mega. I appreciate your help with that. It looks nice and everything works good.
Awesome
So.
skin. I love my skin.
I see
The
this
Pink
poor James
Bandit.
Bussing over here saying, "Oh,
I
I'm not
know,
you."
it's so sad over here. It's like, oh.
Yes, very
It's
sad.
tragic. Truly tragic.
You're gonna start a new organization on the world. It's instead of PETA, it's gonna be unused buses.
People for the right,
Just using
for
this.
the ethical treatment of buses.
There. Wait, that was you, Sneaky?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I can donate much actually. I am really efficient at avoiding busing. Hence my entire 2x2 pixel system was like, no busing needed.
Screw you, busing!
Yeah.
Dude,
Tommy's
I don't
basil.
I don't want to hear busing ever again. I've done way too much busing.
Bussing.
Too bad it all went to waste. No it didn't. But still.
This is a redstone. Anything you do is bussing.
Yeah. Everything is
It's like
busing
I made
oriented.
awesome.
I'm sorry
It's
for
like I
any
made
of you
this
who hear
awesome,
this on
complicated
live stream,
machine.
but if you're applying for the server, don't show us something that is just a billion bits of busing and say you did impressive logic work. It's just like, oh god. You spent hours and hours on this, but there's no logic in here. It's just a ticker display.
With a
You should see
lot of
my,
busing.
You should see my calculator. My calculator is like 2% logic and like 90%.
Oh, same here.
You see, there are some things like the calculator which can be made with good busing, like minimalistic, efficient, intricate busing.
Wait, how about this? Let me just pull up a video.
Wait, hold on. TP to me. Tell me if
Graceful
you can
busing.
make this
Busing of
smaller.
the night.
Wait, I have some really good bussing.
Busing of the night?
Don't ask.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, is this good bussing? Just skip forward to the bussing. Is that good bussing? Because I did a lot of bussing. That's not good bussing, is it? I hope it is.
Oh my god, I hate your business.
It's like just when the update of the colored wool came out, I was like, I'm gonna make something with the colored wool, and that's
No,
it.
what you should have done is a repeater going into the thing, so it
There were
jumps
no
back
repeaters.
slanted, and then turns.
repeaters.
Well,
There
yeah, you
were
could have done
no
it without
repeaters.
repeaters. Do I have to show you what I built before repeaters for you to understand that I know there weren't repeaters?
There were repeaters, but they were very, very slow.
I compressed the Internet FTW CPU by literally 4 times as compressed without repeaters. Get over it. You don't need repeaters. They're not necessary.
Well, if you're gonna be bussing, like I had
They're
to
nice,
see in
but they're not needed. Minecraft was Stirring Fleet before Pistons too. It just wasn't smaller or as efficient. Like, oh god, the RAM, the ROM that these systems are using. If mine didn't have repeaters, it just wouldn't work fundamentally. You couldn't have 2x2 thing. Anything.
No.
2x2 designs or 2
you
2x
and I.
designs are just completely based on repeaters.
Exactly.
You and I are gonna brawl about this whole repeater thing.
I am definitely going to. Wait, me and who?
You and I, Rebecca, we're gonna fight about this.
I
do
made
not-
CPUs before repeaters. You can too, with this one simple trick.
I also made
Get over
CPUs
it.
before repeaters, but they were very, very slow because we didn't have
I made a
repeaters.
fast one. I made a very fast one before repeaters.
That's because you were smug.
I'm very smug. I am selfish too. Selfish, smug, selfish, few other things. Egotistical.
Current
Well, we're gonna have a
project.
smug off.
What?
My... Well, you see, that's not... Why do we even bother? My smug is so obviously superior to yours. By default.
That's awesome.
Hey, by the way, Red, this thing finally works. If you ever saw this.
Your calculator? I'm
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's display. I see display. A snow display. There's snow in there. Oh my god, that's so neat. Except you have to be at the right exact angle.
Yeah, you have to be all the way back by the control panel. You can try it out if you want.
Interesting. So where are the buttons? Oh god, there's this thing over here. Oh god, there's this interface. I don't know how do you work this thing?
Like a regular calculator.
But that's so complex. So I click
What do
engage.
all those buttons do?
And then I'm going to, where's the, where's multiplication, damn it?
Multiplication doesn't work yet.
Hex conversion. I want to do hex conversion.
Wait a second, this is, you only need 4 bits, why don't you have multiplication?
1 second. 15 and then hex conversion. Check if it does that. No, wait, 31. 31
That's a
hex
1?
conversion. What?
I see, I don't understand. Okay, so, few questions. Does this allow for multiple decimal places? Sneaky? Does this allow for multiple decimal places or just one? Sneaky?
Decimal places.
Sneaky is sneaky.
Does it have multiple decimal places? What's the largest adder you can add? Number you can add?
Infinite. Let me just
Wait a second,
do
the
something.
microphone's deactivated.
No.
Sorry, I was talking to my mom. It goes to 999.
Cool, so use a BCD to binary to BCD thing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, sweet. Okay, well,
Except for the decoder is ginormous.
Wait, BC coder, did you use shift +3?
Yeah, that's what this huge white thing is.
Oh my god, this thing on top?
Yeah, that's it in one straight line. That's
It
all I
doesn't
knew
move.
how to do.
that looks fancy.
It does so work.
Can I show you something that's more smug?
More
Yeah,
smug.
Show me after I show this thing working.
That might take a while. Smug, 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 smug.
No, it's only 20 ticks till it actually displays the answer.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
That's not bad.
We got a badass. Badass. 20 ticks.
I challenge you to a off. I win.
Wow, with the new busing, you can't even
I
see the
challenge you
busing.
to Go down.
Like, you can't even see it
challenge
from
you
the
to go
user interface. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So much red, the only thing that doesn't work is multiplication. Everything else will work. Subtraction works.
Wait a
addition
second.
Works.
So it goes to the, hold on. How many bits does it use? How many bits binary?
The adder is a 10-bit adder, but it's not full 10 bits. It's only 999 plus 999.
Okay, so how much do you have for multiplication? Or division?
For multiplication, it'll be 999 times 999 as the largest final answer.
Okay, do you want a multiplier cell? I could probably whip you up one that's very efficient.
Yeah, it's
Or
got to
you
fit
have
over top of this thing. I need a multiplication and a division one.
I can get you one of each that is 4 wide, not that efficient, but it should do well for what you need. Or
Yeah.
I can get you one that's much more efficient, which will take me a long time because I need to make it because I've been poking myself to make a 2 wide multiplier for a very long time.
Well, actually, how about this?
Very.
I'm gonna be scrapping most of this design to make more efficient stuff.
So
When-
it's kind of like every single project you've ever done. You just keep scrapping it to make it better. Battleship, calculator. You need to stop
Well-
this, Sneaky.
This is the third full build. No, I'm sorry, 4th full build of this calculator.
It better be damn good by the end.
It is damn good. You should have seen how big the first one was. The first one was freaking ginormous. Because I was using regular AND gates to decode everything. Like the 1 through 9 decoders over here were AND gates. They were not this like compact decoder.
Alright, guys. Well, I think I'm going to close out my live stream. So, adios. Good chatting with y'all.
Have fun.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a blast.
Sorry for making you rebus everything.
No, don't feel it.
Or making you think
You didn't make me do anything. I volunteered.
I did
I
it.
I posted
He didn't do
the
anything. I
request.
did it all.
Alright, so...
Oh please, Burke, you know everything was me.
Fine, I've got no problem blaming you. I can blame you. That's fine by me.
Blame you for everything I've done. Everything I've ever built in Minecraft, I blame you.
Why can't I get this stupid dirt house to look right? Damn it, Red!
No! You need to have tapestries on the right.
Alright, guys. I'll see you later.
Right.
Disconnected.
Okay, so there you go. That's basically how we talk on the when we get on the RDF TeamSpeak and chat about the random projects we do. So I'm just gonna go through a recap here. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes into the live stream. It's a good place to stop. I got the busing redone towards the back of the screen. We figured out that we can do that, and it's gonna shave about 11 ticks off of the total render time, which is a little over a second. I would love to have not had to do this, but unfortunately I just can't say I can't say no to 11 ticks, despite my laziness. So yeah, that's what we've done. I've replaced the backside, redid the busing here. I tacked on one ROM row onto the end here that's going to be this ROM set here. And then next week, same bat time, same bat channel, I'm going to be adding in the imagery, just like I was supposed to do this time. But hence, this is the life of us Redstone engineers. We build something, we get way into it, and it's looking great, and then we realize, oh, this needs to be an entirely different way. So we gut it and start over from scratch. But the cool thing is this one little set of busing I was able to do in about, I don't know, what was it, like 40 minutes or something like that, which is most of the work that was done during the first 2 days of creating this thing. So, you know, I'm getting better at it. So yeah, we will see you all next Friday. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully next Friday we'll get a lot more done instead of backtracking and undoing what we've already done. So until next time, happy redstoning.